Welcome back to Bobblehead George. Today, with the help of our friends at Periodic Presidents, we're going to be taking a look at POTUS number 21, Chester Arthur. It was once said, no man ever entered the presidency so profoundly and widely distrusted as Chester Alan Arthur, and no one ever retired more generally respected alike by political friend and foe. Chester Arthur was a stalwart Republican and close political ally with famed congressman Roscoe Conkling. Chester Arthur was born in Vermont in 1829, although some of his political enemies falsely claim that he was born in Canada. Arthur was both a teacher and lawyer before serving as Quartermaster General of the state of New York during the Civil War. After the war, Arthur got increasingly involved in politics and was eventually named Collector of the Port of New York by President Grant. After receiving the Republican nomination in 1880, James Garfield chose Chester Arthur as his running mate. Taking a look at his periodic cell, the 21 in the top center indicates that he was the 21st president. The 0 in the top right shows that although he was president, he was never elected to office. The VP written below the 0 means that he was vice president, a role he served under President James Garfield. The years of his presidency are written at the bottom of the cell, 1881 to 1885. The cell is also red, as Chester Arthur was a member of the Republican Party. The shooting of President James Garfield placed Chester Arthur in an unprecedented position. Although Garfield was shot on July 2nd, he did not die until September 29th, leaving the country without a president for months. Arthur was sworn in as president after he heard of the death of Garfield, early on the morning of September 20th by a New York judge. Arthur then retook the oath of office 2 days later by Justice Morrison R. Waite to ensure the constitutionality of his presidency. Arthur's presidency may not be very memorable, but he made great strides in being perceived as merely a cog in a political machine to a very competent president. This is illuminated by one of Arthur's most significant accomplishments in office being the enforcement of the Pendleton Civil Service Reform Act. Arthur did not win the Republican nomination in 1884 and returned to his home in New York. Chester Arthur passed away on November 18, 1886, at the age of 57. If you want to learn more about the presidents, presidential elections, the Constitution, and so much more, make sure you check out Periodic Presidents at periodicpresidents.com. To make sure you don't miss out on more original history content, click up here. To view the previous president, click down here. We'll see you next time.